I knew that there's going to be a lot of Vaishnavas here, so I was really wondering what can I speak on. But the teachings of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam and our scriptures are so wonderful that even though we may be doing a lot of things, it is always good to repeat some of the basic things, just so that we are aligned in our path back home, back to Godhead. So I thought I will begin by speaking something from Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, describing the purpose of life. So when the Supreme Lord Śrī Kṛṣṇa departed from this world, Yudhishthira Maharaj and Pandavas, they come to know that Krishna has now gone back. And so they decided that what is the use of our being here? So they also retired. And what did they do? They gave the kingdom, Yudhishthira Maharaj gave the entire kingdom to his grandson Parīkṣit Mahārāja, who was the son of Abhimanyu. Now Abhimanyu became the emperor of the world. He was not just the king, he was the emperor. He was the king of all the kings. Very, very powerful personalities. When Parīkṣit Maharaj was born, Yudhishthira Maharaj called some qualified astrologers to see what kind of boy this is and what qualification he has. And there's a wonderful description of Parīkṣit Maharaj. It is said that in archery he'll be like Arjun, in dharma he'll be like Yudhishthira, in tolerance he'll be like, in charity he'll be like Rantidev. All these great personalities, they're all in Parīkṣit Maharaj. So Yudhishthira Maharaj was very, very satisfied that the kingdom is going to be given to someone who is extremely qualified and has been actually chosen for this post. After Parīkṣit Maharaj became the king, kings usually go on excursion around their kingdom. So once Maharaj Parīkṣit went to a forest in his excursion, and by the will of providence he became very hungry, thirsty and tired. And in the forest he is looking for some water. As he was going and searching for water, he comes across a hermitage of a sage. Sages are generally very, very merciful. So he thought, here I'm definitely going to get some water. So he goes into the hermitage of the sage and he requests, "Oh sage, I'm very thirsty. Can you please give me some water?" The sage is in samadhi, deep samadhi. Sage is not able to hear what Parīkṣit Maharaj is saying. He requests again, "Can you please give me some water?" And the sage is not responding. Parīkṣit Maharaj becomes angry, agitated, because when you're hungry, when you're thirsty, when you're tired like that, any sane man can lose it, right? So Parīkṣit Maharaj becomes angry. And he, in his anger, says, "You are such a great sage, but you don't even know how to receive the emperor of this world. I'm so thirsty, I'm asking for water and you're not listening." So in his anger, he said, he took a dead snake which was just lying around. He took it and put it on the neck of the sage and left from that place. And as he was going, again searching for water, he kind of realized that maybe that sage was really in samadhi. That sage was really deep in meditation. That's why he couldn't hear me. If that is the case, I have committed a great offense. Such a great offense to a great personality like this sage. Now Parīkṣit Maharaj himself being a great personality, a great devotee, Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam says that Parīkṣit Maharaj is known as Vishnu Ratha. Vishnu Rath means one who is a great devotee of Lord Vishnu. He felt that I have committed an offense, so immediately he prayed to the Lord, "My dear Lord, if I have committed an offense to this great sage, whatever calamity is supposed to come, let it come immediately on me." This is what Parīkṣit Mahārāja prayed in his heart. And he is feeling very repentant for his action, and he is going back. The sage's son, Shringi, comes to know about this, that an emperor, Parīkṣit Mahārāja, had come to his house and disrespected his father by putting a snake on his neck. Shringi, being a son of a Brahmana, was very powerful. Even the sons of Brahmana during that time were so powerful that if they cursed, it is going to come true. So in the anger, Shringi took some water, chanted some mantra, and cursed Parīkṣit Mahārāja. That this Parīkṣit, he thinks he is the emperor of the world, but he does not know how to respect Brahmanas. Kshatriyas are supposed to be considered lower than Brahmanas. Kshatriyas are supposed to respect Brahmanas. Parīkṣit is Kshatriya, the sage was Brahmana. He became very angry and he cursed. Now Parīkṣit Mahārāja is so powerful that he can easily counteract this curse. His father, Shringi's father, comes to know that my son, in the fit of anger, has cursed a great personality like Parīkṣit Mahārāja. So he becomes extremely unhappy with his own son. He said, "What have you done? Do you know who Parīkṣit Mahārāja is?" He said, "It is only because of Parīkṣit Mahārāja that Kali has not been able to enter in the kingdom. Kali Yuga was standing at the gate because a powerful personality like Parīkṣit Mahārāja was still present on the surface of this earth." So his father, knowing the qualification of Parīkṣit Mahārāja, became very upset. He immediately sent somebody else. He himself wanted to go and give this news to Parīkṣit Mahārāja, but he thought, if I go, it will be very embarrassing for Parīkṣit Mahārāja. So instead he thought, let me send a messenger to give this message to Parīkṣit Mahārāja immediately. So the messenger goes to Parīkṣit Mahārāja and gives him the news that the Shringi, the son of this sage, has cursed you, and you, my dear Parīkṣit Mahārāja, have only 7 days left. What did Parīkṣit Mahārāja do? He didn't go and try to reconcile all his accounts and see what other things are left for me to do in life. Immediately, being a great personality, he understood this is the arrangement. He thanked God because he prayed, right? If there is any calamity that needs to come through this offense, let it come immediately, and it came immediately in the form of curse. Parīkṣit Mahārāja was so happy. This is such a great mercy on me that now I can completely disentangle myself from this world and completely focus my mind on the Supreme Lord Śrī Kṛṣṇa. Immediately he gave up everything, appointed his son Janmejaya to be the next king, and went to the shore of Ganga to fast for 7 days and give up his life, focusing on the Supreme Lord Śrī Kṛṣṇa. So he gave up everything and went to the bank of Ganges. Now this is Parīkṣit Mahārāja, who gave up everything and went to the bank of Ganges. Generally people misunderstand that to do bhakti, you have to give up everything. Just like this great personalities gave up everything and then went to the Ganges to completely dedicate themselves, we will also have to do something like that. Well, if you are so powerful as Parīkṣit Mahārāja who can counteract the curse, then you can also leave everything and go to the Ganges and fast for 7 days. But most people are not at that stage of renunciation, at that stage of devotion for the Supreme Lord. And so, it is not recommended to prematurely renounce everything and try to do bhakti. It's not going to happen. One is not going to be successful. So I was saying that premature renunciation is never recommended. Neither it was recommended by Krishna. Arjun, on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, wanted to leave everything and go home. He didn't want to fight. He said, Krishna, this war is not going to be beneficial for anybody. Let me go home. Krishna did not allow him. He said, you have to fight and at the same time remember me. So Arjun had his battle and we have our battle. We are all on the battlefield and we need to fight our battle to the best of our capacity and at the same time remember the Supreme Lord Śrī Kṛṣṇa. So Parīkṣit Mahārāja went onto the bank of Ganges, fasting for 7 days, wanting to give up his life, focusing on his mind and his entire focus and energy on Lord Supreme Lord Śrī Kṛṣṇa. When the sages came to know that Parīkṣit Mahārāja has been cursed, sages all over the universe came to this place because they already knew the qualification of Parīkṣit Mahārāja. So on the plea of going for a pilgrimage journey, they thought we will all go to this place where Parīkṣit Mahārāja has decided to fast for 7 days. So all over the place, all these different sages came. Very, very great personalities. Vyasadeva, Narad Muni, Bharadwaj, Atrap Muni, so many. There's a whole list given. These are all exalted personalities. When Parīkṣit Mahārāja saw all of them coming, he in great humility, bowed down to them, welcomed them, and then he asked 2 very important questions. This questions defines the purpose of life. Okay, this is very, very important for us to understand. These 2 questions he asked. To the sages assembled, he asked, what is the duty of people in general and especially of someone who is about to die? Okay, this was the first question that he asked. All the sages congratulated him that we are very happy and we think what you are doing is great, that you have decided to fast for 7 days and give up your life and completely focus your mind on Krishna. We think this is great. Hopefully everybody could do this. Like that they bless. And then a very effulgent special personality walks in. And that personality is Śukadeva Gosvāmī. Śukadeva Gosvāmī. It's S-U-K-A. Generally people say Sukhadev. It's actually Sukadev. Sukha means parrot. So Śukadeva comes on the scene. He is the son of Vyasadeva. Only 16 years old. Completely naked, bluish in color. Effulgent personality. As soon as Parīkṣit Mahārāja saw Śukadeva Gosvāmī coming, he immediately offered obeisances to him and he also understood this is a great personality. So to him, he asked the second question. He said, please tell me what should one hear, chant, remember and worship? This question he placed to Śukadeva Gosvāmī. So 2 questions. What are the 2 questions? One is, what is the duty of people in general and especially of someone who is about to die? And what should one hear, chant, remember and worship? These 2 questions defines the purpose of life. Parīkṣit Mahārāja, who is at such a maturity in every level, has now given up everything and is waiting his death. Is asking this question. Now Parīkṣit Mahārāja has 7 days. Right? He still has 7 days or 1 week. We don't know whether we have 7 years, 7 months, 7 weeks, 7 hours, 7 minutes, or even 7 seconds. We don't know. We don't know what's going to happen next moment. So this question is actually our question also. What should be the duty of one who is about to die? And we are all going to die sooner or later. And so we have to know what we should hear, what we should chant, what we should remember, and whom should we worship. People are talking, people are hearing, people are remembering a lot of things. Anywhere you go, we are all hearing. We are hearing about politicians, we are hearing about film stars, we are hearing about current affairs, we are chanting what we are hearing, right? And what we are hearing and what we are talking about is what you are going to remember, because that's what's going to become part of your life. So it's very, very important what we hear, what we chant, and what we remember. That defines our purpose in life. So Śukadeva Gosvāmī, hearing this question, first of all congratulates Parīkṣit Mahārāja. That your question itself is so glorious that just by hearing this question it will bring about a revolution in the hearts of people. It is such a glorious question that only a great personality like you can ask. So Śukadeva Gosvāmī is very happy to hear the question, and then he replies. And he says that one should hear, chant and remember the glories of Supreme Lord Śrī Kṛṣṇa. Glories of our Thakurji. This is the only subject matter that one should hear about, chant, remember, and also worship. Whom do we worship? Krishna. This should be our only business. This is the only purpose of human form of life. There is no other purpose. You may ask then, what about all the other responsibilities that we have to do? Yeah. Krishna told Arjuna, you have to fight as well as remember me. So it's not that just because you have to hear, chant and remember and worship Krishna means you have to leave everything else. This can be done simultaneously also. While you are engaged in your responsibilities, in your activities, you can also simultaneously remember Krishna. And as we are advancing more and more in our devotional service, in our remembrance of the Supreme Lord, a time will come when you will be ready to give up everything, like Parīkṣit Mahārāja was. But this cannot be done prematurely. One has to become mature to that stage where he is able to give up everything. So when Śukadeva Gosvāmī said that we should hear, chant, remember about Krishna, so I thought, let's do that. This is the month where we should discuss about Krishna. So in this month, many, many wonderful Leelas of Lord has happened. Can anyone tell me what all festivals happened in this month, in this Kartik month? One is, of course, the Dāmodara Līlā that we are going to discuss about. Any other? Gopastami, Govardhan Puja, Deepavali, yes. Prabhupada's disappearance day, yes. Bahulastami. Anything else? When Krishna was here, he performed many, many pastimes. Out of all the pastimes that Krishna performed, the best are the ones that he performed in Vrindavan. When Krishna was in Vrindavan, he performed pastimes in his Balya Līlā, when he was just an infant. Then he performed pastimes when he was a little bit older, Poganda Līlā. And then he performed when he was even more younger, Kaishorya Līlā. Balya Līlā was performed in Vatsalya Ras, in parental affection with Mother Yaśodā and Nanda Maharaj and other gopis. In Poganda Līlā, it was in Sakhya Ras with his Gopa friends. And in Kaishorya Līlā, the pastimes were with gopis. The pastime of Rasa Līlā is considered to be the topmost in Madhurya Ras. Similarly, the pastime of Dāmodara Līlā that we are going to discuss is considered to be the topmost in Vatsalya Ras. And we will see why. Okay, there are many reasons. Krishna is a reservoir of good qualities. He has so many qualities. Out of those good qualities that Krishna has, one of them is called Bhakta Vashreta or Britta Vrasheta. That means he comes under the control of his devotees. Okay? So we are going to discuss on this through the story of Dāmodara Līlā. So one day, Gopi, Mother Yaśodā started churning butter. And the reason why she was churning butter is because all the gopis, the neighboring gopis, were coming and complaining that Krishna is coming and stealing. Just checking, everybody's awake. The story is just starting. So yeah, he was going and stealing butter from the house of all these different gopis. And Mother Yaśodā could not believe. She was thinking, Nand Maharaj has 900,000 cows in our Goshala. We have ample supply of milk, yogurt, butter. Why should my Lala go to somebody else's house to steal butter? So she could not believe. She thought this is just rumors. But then she thought maybe there is an element of truth in what all these gopis are saying. Maybe all these maid servants that I have, Mother Yaśodā had thousands of maid servants. Just imagine 900,000 cows if you have. How many servants you need to look after the cows, to milk them, to make yogurt, to make butter. So she had thousands of maid servants. And she thought, these maid servants are not doing their job properly. Maybe they are not making the makhan, the butter, in such a way that my Lala loves. So what I'm going to do, today is Diwali. This Leela actually happened on the day of Diwali. So she thought, today is Diwali, I'm going to engage all my maid servants in some other household duties, and I'm going to personally make butter for Krishna. Now in this Leela you will find many contradictions. Okay, and we are going to discuss some of the contradictions. Krishna is the proprietor of everything. Right? He is the wealthiest of all. Everything belongs to him. He doesn't lack anything. That wealthiest person becomes a thief. How do we understand this? Yeah. The same thing we'll see. Krishna is a controller of every aspect of his creation. He is so much in control that even our eyelids cannot blink without his will. Everything is so much in control. The supreme controller becomes controlled by Mother Yaśodā. Contradiction, right? The supreme controller becomes controlled. So like that, there are many contradictions. Absolute truth, Krishna is considered as absolute truth, but he speaks lies. So this you will see, it's very interesting. So Mother Yaśodā started churning butter for Krishna with her own hands. And before she did that, she actually decided that I'm going to make very special milk for Krishna. So out of this 900,000 cows she had, she selected 1,000 best cows. And she gave special type of grasses to these cows. Out of those there were 8. And out of those 8, there were very special 2. And to this very special 2 cows, very, very special grass were given, which produces a particular flavor in the milk. This science Mother Yaśodā knew back 5,000 years ago. And by feeding these grasses to these 2 cows, the cows gave the milk, which is known as Padma Gandha milk. This Padma Gandha milk is precious. And when Mother Yaśodā was churning the butter, she had put this milk on the stove for boiling. Now while she was churning butter, what was she doing? She was remembering the childhood activities of Krishna and singing the bhajans about Krishna. Churning the butter and remembering Krishna. And this is what we should do. While we are doing our duties in this world, we should sing bhajans, remember Krishna. Because remember Śukadeva Gosvāmī, what did he say? Hear, chant, remember whom? Krishna. So that's what the devotees are doing. Mother Yaśodā was doing that. And as she was doing this, and the mind is focused on Krishna, Krishna comes to know that Maya Yasoda is focusing on me, she is remembering me. Immediately he woke up from his sleep. He was actually sleeping in the other room at that time. So he goes to Mother Yasoda and he wants to drink milk. He is hungry. So Mother Yasoda puts Lord Krishna on her lap and feeds him. And while she is feeding him, something happens. She sees that the milk that she had kept on the stove started boiling. Now before I go there, one thing we have to understand, Krishna is Atma Rama, self-sufficient. There is no other external thing that can satisfy Krishna. That means hunger, thirst, nothing bothers him at all. That Supreme Personality of Godhead becomes hungry for his mother's milk. Another contradiction. This is a loving exchange between Mother Yasoda. So when the milk is boiling, Acharyas have given the explanation of why the milk was boiling. In the spiritual world, everything is conscious. Everything can speak. They have feelings. So the milk, the reason why it's boiling is because the milk is saying that Krishna is now going to be satisfied by Mother Yasoda's milk. We have no reason to exist. We have no reason to exist. Might as well suicide. So the milk is overflowing and going where? Into the fire to commit suicide. This is the feeling of the milk. Now Mother Yasoda is saying that the milk, that Padma Gandha milk is boiling. So what does she do? She puts Krishna aside and goes to save the milk. And Krishna becomes angry. Padma Gandha milk is for what? For the service of the Lord. But here the Mother Yasoda is directly serving Lord Krishna by feeding him. So Krishna is like, I am with you and you are leaving me and going and saving the milk. So Krishna becomes very angry. Krishna is considered to be the peace personified. There can be no one more peaceful than the Supreme Lord. That peace personified Supreme Lord becomes angry. How is that possible? So anyway, he becomes angry and what does he do? He takes a rock and breaks that churning pot in which Mother Yasoda was churning butter. And monkeys are always around him. Monkeys are Krishna's best friends in his Balya Leela. As soon as Krishna started walking, he was going with monkeys and stealing butter from all the house of gopis. This was his fun activity. He loved it. Along with Balram and other friends, he would always go. And not only he will break pots. Actually, there are many things he would do. He would break the pots and then he would feed all this butter to the monkeys. And after some time, the monkeys are full. So they will stop eating. And Krishna will say, this butter is so useless, even the monkeys are not eating. And he will again break more pots and go away from that. Sometimes if he goes into a gopi's house and there is only one or two mutkis of butter, he will become so angry. He will pass urine and stool in their house and run away from there. Or sometimes, if a gopi had a very small child who's sleeping, Krishna would go and pinch the baby. Immediately the baby will start crying. So all these things Krishna used to do. So once Mother Prabhavati, she is one of the gopi, she caught Krishna red-handed because he was stealing butter. He said, today I have caught you red-handed. I am going to show, because he was all filled with butter. His hands and mouth, everything was filled with butter. Today I have caught you red-handed. I am going to take you to Mother Yasoda and show him the evidence that your Lala has been doing all this mischief for so many days and you are not believing us. So Krishna is saying, no, Mother Prabhavati, please don't take me, I will not do it again. No, Mother Prabhavati said, no, I am going to take you no matter what. I have caught you red-handed today. So she takes him. So then Krishna becomes little grave. I'm warning you, mother, don't take me. She said, no, I'm going to take you. Okay. So she's taking Krishna by the hand, and as she's walking, see Nand Maharaj. So immediately she became nervous. Nand Maharaj is there and I'm taking his son like this. What will he think about me? So with his sari, he covered Krishna. With the pallu of his sari, covered Krishna. And took him to Mother Yaśodā. And Mother Yaśodā, come out. Today I have caught your son red-handed. See what nonsense he is doing. All this time he has been doing so much mischief. So Mother Yaśodā is, whom have you caught? At least show me his face. So immediately she removed her sari, and it was her own son. Her own son was there. So Mother Yaśodā said, whom have you caught? Please see, whom have you caught? And so Mother was, hey, this is my son. Where did you come from? I didn't even see you. So then she was very embarrassed and she was so confused. How can this be possible? I caught Krishna red-handed, and how is this boy my son? So anyway, she takes her boy and goes back. And then Krishna comes back to his original form and says to Prabhavati, I warned you. You didn't listen. Next time if you catch me like this, I am going to become your husband. So you decide what you want to do. So like this he says. And after that incident, none of the gopis thought of even capturing Krishna and taking him to Mother Yaśodā, because they didn't want to go through that embarrassment that Prabhavati mother went. So this were all the mischiefs of Lord Krishna. Anyway, so going back to the place where Krishna has broken the pot and he is feeding all the monkeys, and he ran away from that place because Krishna knew that now my mother is going to come to know. And as he was going to the different room, he had left his buttery footprints behind, because butter was spilled all over the floor, So he is walking and all these buttery footprints are everywhere, and through that Mother Yaśodā is able to trace where my son has gone. Every expert thief will leave some clues behind by which police will be able to catch him. So this Krishna is able to leave the footprints behind, and Mother Yaśodā now goes to the storeroom. And in the storeroom, what are they doing? Breaking all the pots. Because Krishna could not reach, he is just a baby of 3-year-old. There was a grinding mortar, he would put the grinding mortar, get onto the grinding mortar, and then break the matkis in which all the butters are left, and all the monkeys are there and they are all enjoying. Mother Yaśodā comes with a stick. And as soon as Krishna sees his mother, he becomes so fearful. And especially with the stick in Mother Yaśoda's hand, he becomes very, very fearful. That Supreme Lord from whom even Yamraj is afraid of. Every living entity is afraid of whom? Yamraj. And that Yamraj is afraid of whom? Krishna. And that Krishna is afraid of whom? Yaśodā. You can just imagine the exalted position that Mother Yaśodā has. So what does he do? He runs from that place. Why does he run? He thought, if I run outside, then all these people will be there. In public, my mother will not catch me and beat me. So let me go into public. Some Nanda Maharaj and all the other Gopas will be there. Mother Yaśodā will forgive me and I'll be, But Mother Yaśodā is running behind Krishna. It is said that Krishna, in Ishopanishad it is said that Krishna runs so fast that there is no living entity in this world who can catch him. Even yogis who are meditating for millions and millions of lifetimes to catch Krishna in their heart are not successful. And here Mother Yaśodā, who has such a heavy body and she is still running, but is finally able to catch Krishna. Contradictions, right? So these are there. It's all in the Supreme Lord. So Krishna is caught by Mother Yaśodā. In one hand, Mother Yaśodā has caught one hand of Krishna, and the other hand, she has a stick. Now seeing this stick, Krishna starts crying. All this while, whenever Krishna cried, Mother Yasoda would come to wipe his tears. But right now, Mother Yasoda is the person who has caught him and he's crying. So he's going to wipe his tears with his own hands. So as he was wiping his tears, all the, what do you call this? Kajal. So all the kajal is smeared all over his face. It's such a beautiful sight. So Mother Yasoda catches him and says, you have become just like monkeys because you're always associating with monkeys. Your friends are all monkeys. So you become like monkey. So Krishna says, okay. If you think I have become monkey, then I'll go to the forest and live with them. So Mother Yasoda becomes a little concerned that what if he really does it? What if he really goes to the forest? And she doesn't want. So she is thinking what to do, how can I punish him? Because mother's duty is to discipline their son, right? Otherwise they'll be... So Mother Yasoda decides that I'm going to tie him to a wooden grinding mortar. So if I've tied him, then he's not going to run away. And I can do my other household duties. So she is now trying to tie Krishna. So she brings rope and she is trying to tie Krishna. And then what happens? 2 fingers short. These 2 fingers are very, very important. Every time she bought some rope, she is trying to tie and it's always 2 fingers short. So by this time, the other gopis had come to know that Krishna has been this time red-handedly caught by Mother Yasoda because he has broken the pots in his own house. And all these gopis are now very happy to go and see the fun. What is Mother Yasoda going to do with this boy? So they've all gathered and they're all looking at Mother Yasoda. And Mother Yasoda, what is she doing? Trying to tie. And every time she ties or try to tie, the rope is always 2 fingers short. She bought more rope, tied it to the main rope, and then again tried to tie, and again the rope is 2 fingers short. So doing like this, all the other gopis said, Yasoda, give it up. It's not going to happen. Today it is not in Krishna's destiny to be bound up by you. Just give it up. Mother Yasoda said, no. I am so surprised. My son's belly is the size of my fist. But I am not able to tie him. And I am very surprised and I want to now find out what is the extent of my son's belly. Now she is trying to tie somebody who is unlimited. Krishna is unlimited. Krishna has many Shaktis. Okay. And one of those Shaktis is Sankalpa Shakti. That means Ichha Shakti. As long as Krishna doesn't desire, it is not going to happen. Krishna's desire right now, when he is being tied up, is to go and play with his other Gopa friends and go and break pots of Gopi's house. And that is his Ichha. That is his what he wants to. So there is no Ichha of being tied up. That Sankalpa is there. And also there is a Vibhuti Shakti. Vibhuti means opulence of the Supreme Lord. Opulence of the Supreme Lord is unlimited. So both these Shaktis are there. Mother Yasoda or any living entity is never going to succeed in this endeavor of tying Krishna. So she is trying her best. She bought all the ropes. She is sweating, like perspiring and bringing all these ropes and she is not able to. Finally, Krishna is saying the great parishram of Mother Yasoda introduces his Kripa Shakti. And when he introduces his Kripa Shakti, Sankalpa Shakti and Vibhuti Shakti subsides. Kripa Shakti is greater than other Shaktis. So when Kripa Shakti comes, then Mother Yasoda is finally able to tie him. A very important lesson for all of us is this 2 finger represents our effort and Krishna's mercy. Very important. Mother Yasoda did so much effort. She did not give up. Only then Krishna bestowed his mercy. So if you want to please Krishna, We have to work hard. It is not going to be easy. We have to work hard. We have to show to him that we love you. And love means service. Love doesn't mean I love you. Not just lip service. I love you, I love you, I love you. Bringing a heart on Valentine's Day. I love you. That's not love. Love means service. You do something for your beloved. So if we really love Krishna, we have to do something for them. And not just something, we have to really endeavor and convince Krishna that, my dear Lord, I love you. And then Krishna will give his kripa. So this we have to do from this to, this is what these two fingers represents. So finally she is able to tie, and the all-pervading becomes bound up by Mother Yasoda's love. So here we see that Krishna can only be caught, can only be bound up by love. There is no other way. This is how he becomes under the control of his devotees. Srila Prabhupada usually says that people are very eager to become God. Many people want to become God, right? Prabhupada very interestingly writes in his books that we don't want to become God. We want to become greater than God. Mother Yasoda is greater than God. But how? Not by brute force, not by your own intelligence or scholarship or your strength. There is only one way. If you want to become greater than God, there is only one and only one way, and that is unalloyed love for the Supreme Lord. Krishna is only bound up by love, nothing else. You can only imagine the exalted position of Mother Yasoda. What Lord Brahma cannot do, what Lord Shiva cannot do, what even Mother Lakshmi cannot do is something that Mother Yasoda is able to do. Very, very exalted. Just hearing the pastimes of the glories of Mother Yasoda itself is so glorious. So that's why we celebrate and we worship Yasoda Dāmodara. Now Dāmodara means, Dām means rope and Udar means belly. So the Lord who was bound up by a rope. So Dāmodara. Now here is Yasoda Dāmodara, but we also say Radha Dāmodara. Right? So actually, the name Radha Dāmodara came about when in the spiritual world, once Krishna and Radharani were supposed to meet. And it was also a day of Diwali, or some festivities were going on, and Nand Maharaj had kept Krishna with them to participate in the celebration that was going on. And because of this, Krishna became late to meet Radharani. And Radharani is waiting, and Krishna goes and to meet her after all these festivities were over. Radha becomes very angry. He said, you were going to come at this time, you are so late. In anger, Radharani takes her golden bridal belt that ladies wear, and she ties Krishna with that golden bridal belt. And she is not letting him go. I will not let you go. So Krishna pleads and explains himself that the reason why I was late is because of so and so reason. And hearing all the reasons, Radharani's anger subsides and she unties him. But Krishna says that I am so happy with this act of your devotion towards me, that you have bound me with love. From today, there will be a new name by which I will be known, and that is Dāmodara. So it happened in the spiritual world. The first personality who tied Krishna was Radharani. And then Krishna at that time also predicts that when I descend on the earth, Mother Yasoda will tie me like this. And since then, generations and generations of people will worship me in that form. And he said, anyone who chants this name of mine, Radha Dāmodara, is going to become very, very dear to me. And I'm going to bring them back to my spiritual abode. Just this name. This name Dāmodara itself is so very dear to the Lord. So this month is called Kartik month, and it's also called Dāmodara month because of this. This is the favorite month of Krishna. Why? Because it is the month of Radharani. Radharani is very dear to Krishna, so the month is also very dear to Krishna. So this is the story that I wanted to narrate so that we can hear, we have heard, now we can chant, remember, and we worship the Supreme Lord, Radha Damodar. Today is, what's the date today? 26th. Kartik month finishes on 5th. How many more days we have? 10 days. 10 days. So, this 10 days we have, we should take full advantage and worship the Supreme Lord. In this month, even offering a lamp has a lot of significance. There's a lot of benefits you get. Padma Puran, Skanda Puran, so many different Purans give the glories of lighting a lamp in this month. And there is one incident that comes in the Shastra where a mouse who used to live near the temple of Vishnu would go and eat the ghee from the burnt lamps. He would just go and feed on those ghee that was burnt lamps. Once the mouse was so hungry that he went and ate the ghee from a lamp which was still burning. It's not extinguished, it's still burning. As the mouse was eating the ghee, the cotton that stuck in the teeth of mouse teeth, and because of that, the fire started burning the mouse. Now in pain, the mouse started jumping up and down like this. In pain, he is jumping up and down. Krishna is so merciful. What did Krishna thought? This mouse is so great, he is offering me arti. Going up and down. Going up and down. It's burning. The whole body of mouse burnt. The soul in that body got a human birth. Immediately human birth. And it is said that eventually that the soul in the human body went back home, back to Godhead. So this is the glory. Even an insignificant mouse immediately gets a human birth. It is also said, there are many glories. I can give a whole class. There are so many glories of just burning, offering a lamp to Lord Damodar in this month. It is also said that if you just offer one lamp in this month, thousands of your ancestors will be delivered if they are still struggling somewhere in the 14 planetary systems. Can you imagine? All this karma kriyas that we do, just offer lamp to Lord Damodar and he'll take care. Many, many such glories are there. So it's a great opportunity for all of us to take full advantage of this month and offer as many lamps as we could to Lord Damodar. The benefit comes in thousands of times. Generally, people are very aspiring of material benefits, but this month actually is meant to give you spiritual benefits. Because ultimately we have to get out of this world. Get out of janma, mrityu, jara, vyadhi के चक्कर में जो फंसे हैं उसमें से निकलना है हमें. So this is what you get in this month by offering a lamp. So that's what we are going to do next. We will invite everybody to come and offer lamp to Lord Damodar. So with that, I will stop here. Thank you very much for your attentive hearing. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, all glories to Lord Radha Damodar. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.